Hello, Starseeds and Lightworkers. Welcome to my channel, Soul Path Guided Tarot. I'm really excited to have you here for a new pick a card on your Starseed connections at this time. So your current connections, because some of them have changed since you've incarnated, as well as the messages that they have for you at this auspicious time in our history. Okay, so I did do a meditation before this reading, as I do for all. I just want to share some of the things that were shared with me as we go through this reading. First, they showed me the sun behind the mountain and reminding us to come out of the shadows and shine our light. I saw a large fish, which is a reminder that there is abundance for us all and that there will be enough. I was reminded of community, our need to help the community, give and receive from community, and to align with like-minded individuals as it raises our vibration and can increase the speed at which we ascend. The message also was to be empowered. Okay, so claim our own power, take our own empowerment. All right, so when we get started today, I'm going to have you choose between 3 piles. The Merkaba is here because the Merkaba is considered a spiritual vehicle for ascension. So the word Merkaba means light. That's the Ka is spirit and Ba is body. So light, spirit, body. And it's kind of like a union of the spirit with body in a sphere of light, a column of light. And we can use our own consciousness and our conscious awareness to fill our spiritual energy fields with energies of love that helps us to transcend the 3D energy. So that's why the Merkaba is here. People use it in meditation. There are those who have used it to travel. I'm not going to get too esoteric on how that happens, but you can look into that if you want. Many of you are already familiar with it, but for those who are not, I wanted to bring that to your attention. So today we have 3 piles. The first one is pile 1, and this has the citrine candle. Let's see if I can pull that up for you without blowing out the candle. Pile 2 has the rose quartz. This one's a little heavy. This is the amethyst candle holder. All right. Choose pile 1, 2, or 3. Take a deep breath. Find yourself centered and drop down. If you need to, connect to the central sun and Gaia herself and meet at your heart space. And then we'll go ahead and get started. Hello, pile 1. Here's your choice, the citrine candle holder. Put that here. All right, so we'll pull some oracle, and then we'll pull some tarot and finish with some oracle again. So what do we have for pile 1, please? Your first card out, Hireth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. So some of you, I'm getting, have never felt like you truly fit in. Some of you feel like there's always been a little something that's maybe missing, or that just doesn't, there's like this sense of something's just not quite right. And some of you are big star seekers, stargazers. You love astrology. You love learning about different constellations, different galaxies, just a whole host of things outside our material world. I'm getting a high-pitched ring in my left ear, so that's confirmation from spirit. This is also you being very heart-centered with all this pink, okay? So right away, of course, all the divine beings in the cosmos are heart-centered. Well, most of them, I should say. But for many of us, those of us who are very, very heart-centered, groups like the Palladians, they have that mother feel to them. They're very nurturing. They're kind of the keepers of the earth and the earth records, if you will. There's a lot of connection and communication with the Palladians. So they're very heart-centered. Also, the vibe I get is Lemurian. Lemurians were very heart-centered, beautiful beings. Um, they're referred to as coming from Lemuria, or also referred to as Mu. The interesting thing is when the great flood came, the cataclysm, many of them were able to migrate, and many of them ended up in what we now know as Asia and India. So you may have some connection, like you're drawn to Hindi tradition or the gods and goddesses there, or some of the Asian traditions. And then we have priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Yeah, so again with the pink, so very much connected with the divine feminine, calling that energy in. You resonate very much with that. If you think of some of the high priestesses of the Hindi tradition or of Egypt, that makes sense to you. I'm definitely feeling Hathor coming in. So interesting about this card is you've got the lions. So lions also represent Lyra, right? The Lyrans have a feline connection. So if you resonate with cats, you love big cats, you're fascinated with cats, you're not so much like a dog person. If that makes sense to you, that Lyran connection is there. You have some high priestess energy coming through. So really, because this is a general read, it's not going to be just one group coming through, but I definitely see those different groups coming in. So Pleiades, Lemurian, and the Lyrans coming in for you. All right, let's see, what else do we have for you, pile one. So a lot of you've got an amazing ability to help people heal. You have an amazing ability to help people rise up from any kind of oppression. Now, it can be in a big organized way, but it can be one-on-one for many of you, right? Just helping a person who is feeling down, who's feeling like they can't move forward, who feels like this life is a waste for them. I see some of you as grief counselors. I see some of you as psychologists, social workers. I see a lot of people who work with children here, or want to work, a beautiful energy of people who work with children. Yeah, and as I say that, you get the power of purpose. You're very focused on your purpose. Now, your purpose doesn't have to be some grand scheme of, I'm going to create this organization. It can be. I mean, you can run a 501c3, right? You can do anything like that. But your purpose is very much in alignment with what you think and feel every single day. So the injustices against people, the way people are oppressed, the way children are treated. Some of you, it's about the way animals are treated. You have this centric focus about how to help those who are in need of help. And then tender embrace. Yeah, just a loving, beautiful, huge heart. This is about, providing love and support to everyone who needs it, regardless of what their background is, where they come from. You don't, what I'm hearing is, you don't say, oh, you're from this area of the country where there's a lot of strife and negativity. You just take each individual soul one-on-one and support, help, love, nurture. And you have a loyalty that is unwavering. You have the ability to bring people along and always be by their side. So what I'm hearing is, some of you that have that counselor role, that coach role, while your time with that person might be limited, your effect on that person is lasting. So beautiful heart energy coming through for you. What else do we have for pile one? Some of you, if you don't have children or can't have children, your being of service to children is incredibly important to you. Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. Yeah, this is you standing up for those who are oppressed. This is you empowering others. This is you stepping into your purpose with a mindset of, I was born for this, right? For this, I was born. So you're just strong. So I'm feeling some Leo energy. Of course, we've got, the cats here that is representative. Sekhmet and Hathor, depending on what mystical things you read about them. There's, You know, a lot of the Egyptian gods, they had different names for the same being, right? But very much that Leo energy, really fierce, fiery energy, Aries energy, Scorpio energy for passion, and also Sagittarian energy coming through for you. All right, so let's look at some of your tarot here. These are really large, they're really beautiful, but they're a little bit of a challenge, so bear with me here. All right, let's see, what do we have for pile 1, please? Angel, spirits, and guides. Yeah, okay. The Lovers. Okay, well, you know, it's interesting because that is your personality. You just have so much love. And we talked about how heart-centered you were. Your first card out, the vibe we got on that was very heart-centered. So, you know, you're very loving. You're very nurturing. For those of you who come from some of the areas that we talked about, this is like a lifelong commitment with a partner that kind of transcends anything that comes your way, right? It's very heart-centered. There is a truth that you can share with one another. There is this beautiful empowerment of self and of each other. It's just really positive, and it helps you move forward and act as an example. So for some of you, you may not have met this person yet. For others of you, you will. This card also means the choice. So for some of you, you know, you're moving forward on your kind of role as a light being here and now, because right, we're all spirit in a human body. We're here to have an experience. We chose this path. We chose our experiences. I know sometimes that's hard to understand, but that is the case. So some of you have choices to make. Some of them won't be understood by, I'm getting, family or friends, but you know there's something in you driving you and pushing you, and it's what's important. And here we are with the 4 of Flames. So this is the 4 of Wands. So again, fire energy coming in. So I'm getting a lot of fire from this group. Even though you've got a lot of love and passion and heart-centered. So you probably have some Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio placement as well. Moon or rising probably. But for some of you, definitely Venus as well, because we do have some Venusians coming through here. But this is about you being in a place where what you do so resonates with you that it's like a stepping stone to the next thing that's going to provide opportunity and options for you to grow something. Now, it might be something, like I said, a nonprofit where there's an actual building. It might be something that's just person to person. It might be small. It might be through your community locally. It might be through your family lineage, because I'm seeing some ancestral things here that need to heal. But just beautiful energy about creating and building something based on just the who you are at your core and your heart, and your wanting and willingness to uplift humanity, to bring healing. Yeah, and look at that, 8 of Crystals. So this is the 8 of Pentacles. So this is about all the work you've been doing, and that's just what we've been talking about, how you have all this beautiful energy coming in, and the work that, and some of you haven't done it yet, some of you will do it, some of you are just starting. But remember what I said, what I saw in my, well, if you didn't see the meditation that I did, the first part was that there will be abundance, right? I saw a lot of big fish. 8 of Crystals, 8 of Pentacles, abundance. The other thing was for the sun, it was hiding behind the mountains. It was to come out and shine, to do what it is that you came here to do. Well, that's this, right? Making that choice and then creating this beautiful scenario where you step into your purpose, right? And some of you are being pushed. You're going to feel a sense of discomfort, a sense of dis-ease, a sense of just being unsettled until you fully walk into this. Now, do you have to do it as a full-time job? No. Can you do it a little bit here and there to get started? Absolutely. And you will be shown by the divine beings who are showing up here, the Lemurians, the Venusians, the Palladians. you will be shown what to do and how to do it. Let's see what else we have for you. Grounding, number 6. So of course, number 6 is all about the heart chakra, the heart space. So that falls in perfect alignment with what we're talking about. It's important for you to stay grounded, literally be grounded to Gaia, because you have so much going on in your head. Your upper 3 chakras are really active. So for you to bring what it is that you're thinking about, what you're feeling, the intuitive hits that you're getting, some of the actual messages you're getting in your dreams, you need to be connected to Gaia so that you can actually move into actually doing it, right? Getting it completed, actually figuring out what it is you need to do. You also got soul writing. So pen to paper, automatic writing. Let it flow from you. You know, you see the word truth here. Your truth will be revealed to you. Don't think about it. Just start writing. Just do some automatic writing and see what flows. And do it a little bit. You're not necessarily going to get, I'm hearing, not necessarily get all the answers from the very beginning. Here you have 222. That is about a master number, about creating, about being in balance to build something, to bring something to fruition. And then you have number 36, soul family. Yeah, we talked about right away in the intro with the meditation. The message was all about find that soul family, find that group that you resonate with. We talked about how in the meditation it was about aligning with like-minded people. Not only do you empower them, empower yourself, but it raises your vibration and it increases your ascension to the 5D, which is what we all want, because it's a higher vibrational level. It leaves behind the density. It leaves behind some of the things that we've been dealing with in the Piscean age, now that we're in this new Aquarian age. All right, what else do we have for pile 1 here? Angel, spirits, and guides. What else do we have for pile 1? And the other thing I just heard is, as you start to move into your purpose, that longing you have, or that homesickness that you have, or that unsettledness, or that anxiety, or it's just something that just never makes you feel completely at ease, is going to really start to release its hold on you. It'll be mitigated, is what I'm hearing. All right, let's see what else we have. Angel, spirits, and guides. What else do we have? Yeah. It's safe to let go. You are surrounded by love. Absolutely. Let go and move into what you know is right for you. Take some time and meditate. Quiet the mind. And time to move on. Flow with the river and see where it takes you. And look at your cards that came out. 41 and 42. Synchronicity from your cosmic family saying that, you know, it's really time to make a move. It's really time to take that next step, and that you will be guided. You will be protected. It's safe to let go. Follow, I'm hearing, follow your true north, like a compass, right? The compass is always looking for north. It's like we're always looking for north. All right, let's see what kind of, so all of these energies from the Starseed, from the cosmic beings, regardless of where they're from for the most part, so much of them, it's very focused on divine feminine energy, regardless of what their role is. And their roles are very different than ours. They don't have the same roles. Their gender isn't like, you know, specific or exists at all. It's very different. So, but they embody the divine feminine. So let's kind of see what we have with the divine feminine goddess energy coming in. Saraswati, the goddess of self-knowledge. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. Yeah, and again, look at the pink and green. Very heart-centered, beautiful energy. And then, of course, Kuan Yin comes in for you, the goddess of compassion. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. That is the perfect card for exactly what we've been talking about with you, about how you're going to step forward, because you can't stand the suffering. You can't stand the injustice. You need to nurture. It will feed your soul is what I'm hearing for you, pile 1. Observation. Expand your consciousness by observing the divine matrix of life. Yeah, so what that is that we need to observe the divine matrix as it is to be embodied, as it is to be expressed in this life, not the matrix of the 3D that we live in now, which is nothing more than an illusion. So I know as Starseeds you understand that. All right, what else do we have for pile 1, please? Pile 1, please. Magnificence. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique, but most importantly, you are enough. And never doubt yourself. Never doubt that you have so much to give. Never doubt your internal power. And when I say power, I don't think of it in the 3D way. Your power to heal, your power to love, your power to embrace, your empowerment to uplift. You have many, many beautiful gifts. And then strength. You are being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. Yeah, so the strength card, of course, in tarot is the lion. And then here, you've got the lion being represented here, which reminds me of Sekhmet of Egypt. And then you have the warrior. That is lion energy, right? So again, the fire signs coming through, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. A lot of positive desires being driven by a sense of inspiration, this energy that's just bubbling in you. So I just saw somebody going through a Kundalini awakening. So if that is you, or you think you're going to try and move towards achieving that, that is really going to open up a lot of this. And remember, you've got the 8 of crystals here, which is the abundance that my guide showed me in my meditation today. So that's what I have for you, pile 1. If something resonated, please like and subscribe. As you go forward, I wish you much love, many blessings, and much peace. Namaste. Hello, pile 2. You chose the rose quartz candle. All right, so general read will take what flips out. We're going to see what star constellation group divine beings are supporting you at this time in this current energy that we have. Okay, first card out, the ever unfolding rose cracked open, and it's happening for you, not to you. All right, so right away, some of you have had to go through something that was earth-shattering, that literally cracked you open. You know, you have that phoenix rising, you know, creating something beautiful out of something fragmented, having either a really difficult childhood or having gone through a relationship that really altered the way you see yourself. It definitely affected you at the deep, deep soul level, but it actually started, it was the catalyst for you to start to remember who you are at the soul level. So some of you have a lot of connection to water, so you might be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. For those of you who are Pisces, a quick message to always make sure you maintain boundaries and white light around you, because sometimes Pisces need that reminder. And as I say that, this other card pops out, which is the Age of Light. You've been training for this for a lifetime. And look at her in this pyramid of light, completely connected to the divine. Again, surrounded by so much pink, so high heart chakra, right? And you've chose this pink rose quartz. So I see a lot of hurt and emotional damage. Some of you have gone through physical, emotional, and mental abuse. Some of you went through some things, and you actually kind of compartmentalized it so much that you forgot about it, and something came into your life to trigger you that made you remember. So this was the thing that was needed to kind of wake you up. So it may have been a really toxic relationship, very difficult childhood, but you have always had divine goddesses around you supporting you. So I am getting a lot of Venusian energy coming through for you right now. So the Venusians, are very much connected to the divine, and they're very spiritual. They're incredibly sensual and passionate. I'm also getting a big connection for you with the Palladians, as they are very much like that mother energy, that nurturing energy, right? They keep the records of the earth, but they're close to the earth. They are here frequently interacting. So we definitely have that presence coming through. So for sure, the Venusians, and the energy of the Pleiades, also referred to as the Seven Sisters, it's in the Taurus constellation. Very spiritual, but also very much into astrology. So if you find yourself like casually thinking, well, I'm going to look up tonight, it's clear out there, I want to see what constellations I can see, you might have that app on your phone, but you have a real connection. Now, like me, when someone told me years ago, you're going to have a connection to astrology, I thought, I am not interested in that at all. Well, I am very interested in it, and I study it frequently. So sometimes the messages that we get don't resonate right here and now at this very second, but just kind of keep them in the back of your head. Okay. And then I'm also, for you, getting the Arcturians coming in. The Arcturians are beautiful healers, mind, body, spirit. They can heal any body, the causal body, the emotional body, the mental body, the physical body. So a lot of Arcturian energy around you. Arcturians do interact with us frequently. They provide so much healing in any way that we need it. So I'm hearing for you, call on them, because they're there for you and they will help you through this process. And then you have lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. Yeah, so this is the perfect card for this, cracking you open, having you connected, and now you're like, anything that doesn't resonate with me, anything that doesn't make sense in my life, anything that isn't part of the master plan, it must go. And the master plan is, yes, it's the plan you chose as a soul, but it's also the plan that you have in your mind. Now, your endpoint is what's important. Of course, we have to have flexibility as we move through that energy to get there, but you're very focused on what it is that you want to do. Some of you are healers. Some of you are going to be healers. Some of you are going to actually have a healing practice where you make some money. If you didn't hear the intro, the messages were come out into the light. Okay, I saw the mountain blocking the sun. The other message was large fish, which is abundance for me. Another message was aligning with community that is equal give and receiving, and that those like-minded individuals will help you to ascend at a quicker rate, a higher rate into the 5D, as it increases our overall energetic level, right? Our vibration. Everything is raised with that. So, and for you, I'm also hearing for your intimate relationships, you need to be careful of who you share yourself with and the energy imprint they leave on you, okay? I'm seeing rose quartz, obviously, for you to be used. I'm seeing some kind of black stone. For you especially, I'm feeling obsidian and something blue, like aquamarine, a light blue for you, or Amazonite for healing. That was it, Amazonite. Okay, I want to make sure I got that out. All right, so let's see. But strong Venusian, strong Palladian, strong Arcturian. So you are the healers, you are the nurturers. I think I mentioned at this very first card, there's water signs coming in, so you might have heavy water placement. And look at this, your first card out here, a higher view. Yeah, what you've gone through, it's given you wisdom, it's given you an opportunity to reflect, and from the pain, you see things at a higher view. Your perspective has changed. The way you look at relationships, individuals, circumstances in life, what you want to do, how you want to do it, the people you want in your life, that's really changed. You've overcome a lot of obstacles and challenges in your life, either, like I said, as a child or as an adult, and you are seeing things very differently. The other card that popped out for you was the uncharted sea. Again, more water signs coming in. So somewhere you have heavy water placement. Okay, so I just heard for some of you, the Syrians are coming in. They just now entered. The Syrians are very much connected with the concept of, if you've ever studied the flower of life, or you've read any of Drunvalo Melchizedek's information, you know the Syrians brought the dolphins and the whales. They seeded them in the ocean. They were the original elders, and the Syrians are coming in right now to say, for some of you who have heavy water placement, they are here for you. They are loving, they are nurturing, they teach us a lot. They help us learn how to navigate through whatever is before us. They helped the Egyptians to build the pyramids and everything about the pyramids. If you study the pyramids, you know how complex it is. For the last 100 years, they've been trying to rebuild aspects of the pyramids and with current technologies, and they can't even get close to it. So the Syrians were part of that. If you resonate with Thoth, the Atlantean, so the Atlanteans are coming in now too, because they're all connected to the Syrians. Thoth was the god. He's the Ibis. He is the god of writing in Egypt. He was an Atlantean first. He's many things. He's been reincarnated in many ways. If you want to learn more about him, read the Emerald Tablet. Some of you, that's making a lot of sense right now. But there's a lot of connection to a lot of different groups. So I know that's like 5 I've mentioned now, but this group vibes one way and this group vibes another. So there's 5 different groups coming in for you. And the bottom of the deck for you is Roots of Abundance. You will find abundance in this. I mentioned the fish that showed up in my meditation. Whatever you do, you will have a sense of abundance, a sense of love, accomplishment, pride. There will be financial support from you. I see some of you kind of, so I just saw somebody selling their stuff, putting on a backpack, and doing kind of a walkabout, if you will. And in that experience, you are going to meet and work with and connect with a new soul tribe. And look at that. Trader, exchange energy to create abundance. I mean, this is the perfect card. So this person, it goes to market and they give without expectation and they receive so much abundance in return. So you've got this higher view, uncharted sea, roots of abundance, and then trader. So you are being protected, you're being guided, you are being, I'm hearing that you're getting messages. So some of you are aware of it and some of you are not. Some of you get messages. Okay, this is for one person maybe, because this is unusual. When you go underwater in the bathtub, when you go in the shower, when you go in the pool, when you go in a lake, an ocean, and the entire world shuts out and you're underwater, you get a lot of messages. So I know that is really specific, but that is for someone here. All right, let's take a look at your tarot. So these are beautiful, but they're huge. So they're a little hard to handle. But let's see, what do we have here? This is the Syrian Tarot. What do we have for angel, spirits, and guides? Oh boy. Let's see. Can we get a card, please? All right, well, these want to fall out. Trinity, 3 of crystals. This is the 3 of pentacles. Look at how pretty that card is. So this is, mind, body, spirit connection. It can be the Holy Trinity as we learn about it in Christianity. It can be connection to the divine, connection to your body, connection to Gaia. But it is a connection. Now, pyramids always harness the energy of the divine, right? It's brought down to them. So those of you who have Egyptian connections, we talked about Thoth, we talked about the pyramids. This is about harnessing that energy. Those pyramids, while they're amazing to look at, they created energy. They connected with the divine. They were able to absorb messages from different cosmos, constellations, galaxies. It was an amazing feat. So this is about doing what they did. Create what it is you want so that you are in alignment and you feel successful. You have the people around you. And success can be money, but it can be love. It can be a sense of self-worth. It can be a sense of accomplishment, of giving, of doing. So just an environment that is very positive, that's very empowering, and that provides you with a lot of self-satisfaction after some of the difficult things you've been through. Yeah, and as I say that, the other card you had is the Four of Chalices, which is the Four of Cups, right? Here she is, these cups are here, and she's looking at the divine like, why? I couldn't have picked this. My soul wouldn't have wanted to experience this. Why am I here alone? Why does this happen this way? And this is the divine coming in, and your cosmic family is coming in and saying, trust us, take this cup. Your next steps are going to be ones that flow without resistance. You have a lot of water showing up here, a lot of water. So emotional fulfillment, happiness, joy, a sense of peace, a sense of calm. And then Two of Flames. So this is the Two of Wands. This is all about your plan. What's your plan? How do you want it to unfold? What do you want to experience? Who do you want to experience that with? So moving from this Four of Cups, because you had the cracking open, right? You have this higher view, exchange of energy. The more you give, the more you receive. That is how the universe works. That's the infinity sign, right? The more you give, the more you receive. Change is constant. We come to the middle point of the infinity. That's the 0 point, the neutrality point, and then we move into the next phase and the next space, knowing that with each ebb and flow of energy, we are going to exchange energy and receive more as we give more. Okay, that was a very specific message for someone here. Yeah, and this right here is the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You moving on from this, okay? Moving on with your divine counterparts. And see this right there? Okay, that's Metatron's cube. Metatron, Archangel Metatron, incredibly powerful. So it's like taking this star tetrahedron and then put it in a variety of other sacred geometry. But it's a spirit moving you through the rough, choppy waters into this calm. So here again, the Syrians are coming through to help you. So call on them, work with them. Okay. What else do we have for pile 2? The other thing is, before you go to bed at night, I'm hearing for some of you, to call in the Arcturians and ask them to provide healing to your emotional, mental, and physical body wherever it is needed most. Very specific. And you can see yourself in, I'm seeing purple light like Saint Germain, or a pink light, okay? Yeah, and you get Nourish, of course. And here, you know, Nourish is about nourishing your heart and your soul, nourishing your body. So what I'm getting for you right now is that you're gonna get some downloads. With each of the portals that come through, you're gonna get more downloads. With the next full moon, at the next full moon, which is going to be the full moon in Leo, this is a timeless read, but this is when it's going to start. Between the portals, the 222 portals for February, there's 2 of those. And then the full moon in Leo, you're going to really start to get some downloads. So you need to nourish your body. You need to get rest. You need to focus on just yourself right now, because there's going to be some changes coming in for you that are beneficial to you, but it's going to help you overcome the challenges you've had in the past, because you have 41 here, which is a 5, and 23, which is a 5. 5 is taking a higher view because of the challenges you've had, garnering the wisdom so that you can move through the choppy waters, release yourself from the choppy waters, transition through the choppy waters into something beautiful and peaceful, your plan, your abundance. And then Whispers, you're receiving messages. So if you've not heard them, literally, if you haven't had a sense of what those are, a spirit is asking you to either, 1, take up traditional meditation. It doesn't have to be a lot of time, or go spend some time in nature where it's quiet, because you will start to hear. Okay. Angel, spirits, and guides. What else do we have for pile 2? You know, it's like I said, there's no mistake that you have this rose quartz here and the cards came out as they did. Be clear on what you want, put action to your goals, make them a reality. Yeah, that's about communicating very clearly based on what you've experienced, what you want, what you need, and they will support you. These divine beings from other realms, from other dimensions, from other cosmos, they want to see us succeed. They want us to move into the space of ascending into the 5D. I mean, if you want to get crazy esoteric, you know, really, we are one big experiment. They had us forget who we were so we could try to figure out if we can ascend. And they have come here along with the archangels and others to do that. So call on them. Oh, and look who pops in. Mary Magdalene, beautiful. The apostle to the apostles. I am a bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. This is perfect about what we've been talking about. Creating that bridge, making that plan, releasing the past, nourishing yourself so that you can embody that exchange of energy. And I can never say this. Mashig Labdron. I don't know if I apologize if that is completely butchered. The diamond-hearted Dakini. I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free. So this is almost like she embodies like a female Buddha, if you will. So heightened awareness, enlightenment, releasing the ego, death of the ego for some of you. So definitely releasing that and being free of all that old dense energy. And you see she's got this bell here, clearing away that dense energy, creating space for the light, for the expansion, right? This red here, follow her passion. Beautiful. And then, oh, you got both Marys here. Look at that. Interesting. So some of you really resonate with Mother Mary or Mary Magdalene. I know for me, I talk to these beautiful beings on the regular basis. The Mother of God, I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. So you have so much beautiful, divine, feminine energy around you. Now, of course, the star beings that we're talking about, they don't have genders like we know genders, but they embody the divine feminine energy. Okay? So that's important in that message. All right. Last couple of cards here for you, pile two. But really important, be clear on what you want because I just see things opening right up for you. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. Yeah, so when you step into a space of fear, so what I'm hearing is for some of you, fear is a little bit ingrained in your body at this point, in your memory. So when you feel a little bit of fear, acknowledge it for what it is. You can even say, thank you for bringing it to my attention. And then just feel a sense of love. And it's not romantic love. It's like love from the divine, love from your guides, love from within. You can wrap yourself in white light. You can wrap yourself in pink light. You can call on Archangel Raphael to wrap that green light around you. But just see yourself in a color that resonates with you, that is of love. Okay, so pink, green, white, gold, anything like that. All right, angel spirits guides. What else do we have for pile two? Transcendence. Transcend your mind's limitations and allow your soul's light to truly shine. Well, that's perfect, right? When we let go of the fear, we let go of the limitations and we transcend what no longer serves us and move into a space where we can let our light be shown. And wisdom. See your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. Yeah, you've got the owl here. So a lot of wisdom coming from your experience. And that's so what I'm hearing for you is that is going to serve you well because as you come up against people who are not as aware, awakened, and at the same level of consciousness as you, that wisdom is really going to help you to spread the light to others, one person at a time. So really making a difference for others who have been hurt, who have been damaged emotionally, physically. And again, it can be something that is really beautiful just on a one-on-one basis and turn into something that's going to provide you with the ability to make some income. And I'm just being reminded that all of those kinds of services can be done virtually if you're not able to physically move from space to space. Okay. All right. So that's what I have for you, pile 2. If something resonates, please like and subscribe. As you go forward, I wish you much joy, peace, and harmony. Namaste. Hello, pile 3. So this is your choice, the amethyst candle holder. Okay, I am clearing the space a little bit because the last reading had some intense energy to it. So we're going to go ahead and clear the space here. Okay, so this is a general read. If you didn't get a chance to hear the introduction, just real quickly, what I heard and saw in my meditation was the sun was behind the mountain telling me that it's time to come out and shine, show yourself, don't hide anymore, bring your gifts to light. I also heard or saw big fish, which to me means abundance and a sense of plenty. And I also got the message of community, aligning yourself with like-minded individuals in a community where there's an equal give and receiving for the sake of being with like-minded individuals, but more importantly, because it raises your energetic vibration and it speeds up the speed in which you ascend. Okay, and what was the other thing that came up here? Oh, empowerment. So move into a sense of empowerment. No more limitations, releasing that information. Empowerment is really important. So, all right, let's see. That was in the meditation. Your first card out, Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Okay, first thing I got was Mintaka. Mintaka is one of the oldest civilizations, planets, a water planet. If you resonate with mermaids, if you're fascinated by the ocean, if you're a water sign, if you're fascinated by water in general, there's a real connection for some of you with water and you feel a real sense of peace. I'm seeing Isis come in right now. I'm seeing some of the Asian high priestesses come in now. So I'm definitely getting Lemuria coming through. You also might know that as Mu, very heart-centered, very loving. We've got Atlantis coming through here via Egypt. Definitely some of the high priestesses like Isis. I'm also getting Segment here. So if you love cats, Lyran coming in, very feline type energy. If you see things kind of black and white, if you really love music, just that is very much kind of that Lyran vibe. Sometimes people might think you might be a little selfish or self-centered, but really you're just so focused on improving yourself or moving into a space that's like the next thing for you. But definitely you're tapping into that high priestess. So you've been a high priestess. You've had unbelievable power and you have the ability to alchemize anything. So you just move ahead. So very powerful information and energy coming in. Atlantis is part of this because when the Great Flood took place, many of the Atlanteans and the Lemurians escaped and they went to Egypt. They went to Asia. They went to India. They even went to the American Southwest. So the Hopi people, so if you resonate with Native American culture or it vibes with you, very much that Hopi energy coming through. Portal, doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. Yeah, and this is so interesting because at the time of this reading, it's February 2022. There's two big portals about having the ability to center your focus on shifting timelines. So find what resonates with you. What is it you want? See yourself in that timeline. Experience what it's like in that timeline. Put the emotions to that timeline. That's what that portal's about. So that kind of sets off some of the crazy downloads you're going to get. And then you got the love, Hadarian energy, codependency, boundaries. So this is you about breaking free from some of this. So codependent relationships, tapping into this strong alchemist, this high priestess energy. If any of you, I mentioned water signs, Pisces, sometimes, Cancer, sometimes people don't respect boundaries or they create situations that are codependent and you kind of get sucked into that. So leaving that behind and moving into this powerful Priestess. So a lot of priestess energy, a lot of high priestess energy coming from Atlantis. A lot of divine feminine energy coming in. So I see more of you having incarnations as women, not men. And I see you being able to use that going forward in this age of Aquarius, leaving behind that Pisces age of, very patriarchal society. So you have a lot of the divine feminine coming in. And I'm also seeing for you a lot of Venusian energy coming in. So sensuality, sexuality, beauty, internal beauty, external beauty, just that beautiful energy that comes through. And sometimes the Venusians are connected with Hathor, and that makes sense because we talked about Egypt, of course. Hathor, a goddess of Egypt, sometimes presented with like horns and like a circle of a sun in between. Sometimes she's presented as a cow, but really strong energy. So a lot of highly spiritual, divine feminine energy surrounding you. Time machine. Yeah, look at that. So I just talked about how with these portals, you can change timelines. You can shift. So some of us, when you go into meditation, you actually jump timelines and you see different places, different spaces, different people, different things. And so this is for those of you who don't kind of automatically go into that. You can set the intention to do that, or this is the message that some of you are going to be able to start jumping timelines in your meditation. And the other thing is, sometimes when those timelines start flipping in our meditations, they're really fast and we get a lot of messages. You can ask your guides in the divine to slow that down. Okay, because sometimes they go through so fast, you're like, I don't even know what that meant. I saw it, what does it mean? Show it to me again. So you can ask them to slow that down. Very specific message for someone. Okay, but that's really timely with the portals that we have here in February. It's a timeless read, but it lets you know what's starting. Great and full. Okay, so you have the number 3 and the number 4. So you are going to move into this space when you embody this strong divine feminine, this beautiful energy of alchemy, of creating. The Venusians, tap into your sensuality, your sexuality. You're going to, so for some of you that are Venusian, you're going to have a lot of relationships and you're going to go into them with just a sense of, I don't care what the gender of the person is. I don't care what they do. I care about the feeling and the vibe I get at the time that I'm with that person. I take what I get from it in a way of with love and appreciation, and then I move on to the next experience. So it's not a negative thing. It's just a way for you to experience. That's very Venusian. For some of you who have more of that Lemurian vibe, it is very much about being so heart-centered and focused with someone who is going to be a life partner. And for those of you from that vibe with Atlantis, that is very much about being centered with family and spirituality, but a lot of learning and growing. So just your cup is overflowing. This reminds me of Ace of Cups, just overflowing with blessings, benefits, gifts from the divine. Yeah, and look at that, beautiful uncaging. Your heart is leaving this energy, moving with these portals into this beautiful divine feminine energy. It's very empowering. And remember I said in my meditation, one of the words I got was empowerment. So the divine pushes us to empower ourselves all the time. All right, angel, spirits, and guides. One more card and then we'll pull your tarot. Look at that, High Priestess twice. All right, so this right here to me is definitely Hathor, definitely Isis, Segment for sure. Some of these deities that are just so strong. This gives me the Queen of Wands vibe, like really intuitive, psychic, just kind of a witch. If you resonate with being a white witch or doing any kind of witchcraft, you've done it before, coming in strong, those gifts are going to open up for you even more so. And I mentioned that you're going to be an incredible alchemist, and that's exactly what you've got going there. All right, and that might be that timeline jump that you want to do. So coming out of the pain, the difficulties, the challenges, and moving into this empowerment, this beautiful heart-centered space of divine feminine power. So just beautiful. Now, It doesn't matter if you are watching this what your gender is. It's all about the energy. Yeah, look at that. Number 4, reason. Okay, this is the Hermit. This is Virgo energy. This is having gone through some things that really kind of put you through the paces, and you've reflected and you've learned and you've been woken up. You know, you've had something that has really made you realize, I'm going to move into a different direction. And a lot of that is because when you meditate and when you sleep, you are being visited by these astral beings, by these cosmic beings, and they're helping you heal, transform, and move into a new space. 4-4. Angels are coming too. If you resonate with certain angels, I'm getting Archangel Metatron right away, Archangel Raziel, and Haniel. Okay, so Haniel, the message with Haniel is always to work with the phases of the moon. Now, the high priestesses always worked with the phases of the moon. Everything and anything was done with the phases of the moon. 9 of crystals, look at that. 9 of pentacles, beautiful card about receiving abundance by creating an environment where you build something into a business or some kind of situation where you create beautiful abundance and stability for yourself. You know, the wise owl is here. There's so much wisdom that's been garnered through your experiences, through the things, the trials and tribulations. And as you harness this energy and as these divine beings come through for you, it's very much about providing you with the tools you need. Again, the divine alchemist here, to create abundance in your life. So you are going to be helped in that area. Shuffling, this fell on the floor. Master of Flames. This is the King of Wands. So very fiery energy. So Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. In my meditation, I mentioned that it was about coming out from behind the mountain. The sun needed to come out and shine. And this is exactly what's coming here. Look, the sun is peeking up from behind the mountain and coming out to shine. The King of Wands is someone who continually goes for what it is they're trying to create, what it is they want to bring into their life, their inspiration, right? It's harnessing that energy. And look, you've got a lot of abundance that comes from that. And at the bottom of the deck for you was the 8 of Chalices. Yeah, leaving behind this codependency, this heartache, right? Moving into another timeline, opening up timelines with this portal, and harnessing and tapping into all your beautiful energy of the high priestesses. So really beautiful energy here. Okay. Where are we? Let's see. Okay. Powerful section here for you. Powerful reading for Pal 3. Okay. And you know what I love about this? So you have this amethyst, which is all about connecting and following your intuition and healing. And then look at the cards you have. Every pile, it's amazing how the cards came out that were representative of the crystals used in the different candle holders. Nourish. Yeah, time to nourish your body, your soul, your mind. Take care of your physical vehicle is what I'm hearing. There's a lot of information that's coming to you that's being downloaded. If some of you have ascension symptoms, you need to get near water to kind of help mitigate that. And you need to drink a lot of water, and you need to bless your water is what I'm hearing. So water is going to be very healing for you. And with these downloads that you're going to get, some of you are going to feel really tired. Some of you are going to have headaches. I just felt pain in my head. So you're going to, again, that's part of the reason that you're going to have a lot of water. Bottom of the deck for you, let go. Yeah, this is all about letting go and moving on. Letting go of this energy, codependence, where people didn't have boundaries, where you weren't treated well. Letting go of the heartache and the sadness. You've got 5-5 here, 55. Overcoming obstacles, issues, challenges. You know, embodying all your divinity. All right, let's see, what else do we have for you? Angels, spirits, and guides. What else do we have for Pile 3, please? Okay. It's safe to let go. You're surrounded by love. Miracles happen. Give the universe your clear intention. Yeah, it's time for you to let go. It's really, you keep getting that message, right? You have the message with let go. That's 2. Let go, let go. 8 of Cups. That's letting go, walking away. Okay? It's time for you to let go and trust that the divine beings that are surrounding you are going to help you transition and help you to transmute that old energy so you can step into this beautiful, strong high priestess alchemy. King of Wands, right? Always seeking, always going, always creating, and having the balanced energy from the Hermit. Lots of abundance. All right, let's see here. Maybe a spiritual practice. Maybe it's just your spirituality is such a part of who you are internally that it opens a door, a portal for you just to create whatever it is that you want and just receive so much of this abundance. Whatever type of business or opportunity it is. It doesn't have to be, a spiritual one. Look at that. Okay, Yamoha, the goddess of all that flows. I am an ocean of creative energy. I give birth to what exists within me. Okay, right away. This is all about harnessing abundance, that creative flow. So that King of Wands, right? That energy, that flow, that coming out. So this, what I'm hearing for you is on the full moon, you're going to want to put an image of this goddess or another goddess of abundance next to some water. And you're going to want to put some crystals in it, like a clear crystal, like moonstone or clear quartz or something like that. Put it under the full moon and set your intention for what it is that you want. So that might be the time shift you want to make for the portal, whatever that is, to get your abundance, to step into this energy. That is a super powerful card. I have used that myself to create different things and with the full moon. Channel. Oh, and the next full moon we have is full moon in Leo, but it can be done at any full moon. And it can be done at every full moon. Channel. You are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. Absolutely. Look at your cards here. The High Priestess, the King of Wands. No limitations. You are a celestial being with unlimited potential. There is much for you to share. Definitely. And one more for you. You're releasing the old. You're transitioning into something very different. No more of the toxicity, the codependency, the lack of boundaries. Just really powerful, empowered energy. Heart-centered, connected. Angel, spiritual guides. Ascension. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this. Yes, you are. Okay, beautiful energy, pile 3. So that's what I have for you. If something resonated, a piece of part or some aspect, please like and subscribe. If you would love to leave a comment, I love reading them and I respond to every single one. All right, as you go forward, I wish you much peace, many blessings, lots of love. Namaste.